is your best work, Basil, the finest thing you've ever done. You should send it to the Grosvenor. The Academy is far too vulgar. There are either so many people that I cannot see the pictures, which is terrible, or so many pictures that I cannot see the people, which is even more dreadful.
No, I don't think I shall. I won't send it anywhere.
Artists nowadays build up a reputation as the finest artist in London, only to throw it all away. My friend, have you any reason?
Well, I do. I know you'll laugh at me, but I put too much of myself into this painting.
Put too much of yourself in it. Upon my word, Basil, I didn't know you were so vain. I see no resemblance between you, with your rugged face and charcoal black hair, and this young, well, Adonis. I mean, you have your intellectual expression and all, but real beauty ends where the intellect begins. Look at any successful man in a learned profession. This friend of yours is a beautiful, brainless creature, but he is nothing like you.
You don't understand. Of course I am unlike him. But I tell you the truth. There is, after all, a certain fatality that comes with physical and intellectual distinction. Your rank and wealth, my intellect and my art, for whatever it's worth.
So his name is Dorian Gray, then?
Yes, but I didn't intend on telling you. The novelty of some things lies in the fact that they're secrets.
I must be leaving soon, but before I leave, you must tell me the real reason why you won't submit the portrait.
But I've told you.
No, you said you put too much of yourself in it. Now, that is just childish.
Every portrait that's painted with feeling is a portrait of the artist, not the sitter. The sitter is merely the accident. It is the artist who, through the canvas, expresses himself. I'm afraid I've shown this painting the secret of my soul.
And what might that be?
I'm not sure you'll understand.
I'm all expectations, Basil.
About 2 months ago, I went to a party at that frilly Lady Brandon's, and there, surrounded by the crowd, I felt someone watching me. I turned around and, well, I saw Dorian Gray for the first time. I don't know how to explain it to you. Something seemed to tell me that I was on the verge of a terrible crisis in my life. I had a strange feeling that fate had in store for me exquisite joys and exquisite sorrows. And I was afraid. The fear. I don't know if it was conscience or cowardice, but it compelled me to leave the room.
Conscience and cowardice are really the same thing, Basil. Conscience is merely the trade name of the two.
Well, anyway, I was stopped, of course, at the door by Lady Brandon, and, caught in her grasp, found myself face to face with Dorian. And as she began to draw conjectures about his personal life, we both began to laugh.
Laughter is not at all a bad beginning for a friendship. It is by far the best ending for one.
You don't understand a thing about friendship, or about enmity, for that matter. But yes, I suppose we are friends.
Basil, you give me far too little credit.
Every day, Harry. My life would not be complete without him. He is absolutely necessary to me.
Artists, honestly, I believe I'll never figure the lot of you out. I don't even care for anything but your art.
He is all my art to me now, Harry. How could I possibly begin to explain? He is so much more to me than simply a model or a sitter. In some ways, his personality has suggested to me an entirely new form of art, of style. A dream of form in the days of thought. Who is it that said that? Well, I forget, but it's what Dorian Gray has been for me.
Basil, this is extraordinary. I simply must meet Dorian Gray.
But I don't want you to.
Sir, Mr. Dorian Gray is here to see you.
It seems you've no choice but to introduce me now.
Tell Mr. Gray to wait, Parker. I shall be in a few moments. But Harry, Dorian Gray is my dearest friend. He's a very simple, quite beautiful nature. Don't spoil him. Don't try to influence him. Your influence will be bad. Don't take away from me the one person who would give my art whatever charm it possesses. Mind, Harry, I trust you.
My dear friend, what nonsense you speak.
Ah.